Across Europe, businesses are starting to reopen and children are heading back to school as lockdown conditions are being rolled back. As they enter this new phase of dealing with the pandemic, governments are trying to balance how to give their citizens back their freedoms, but also protecting them from the virus. Our Europe correspondent Gavin Lee reports.
A coffee on the terrace of a Seville bar this morning, a moment that could be taken for granted before the lockdown. Now, after 2 months of strict confinement, cafe life is a possibility across much of Spain, provided customers stay outside. Small shops as well as museums and theatres are back in business too, with confinement rules in place. But the biggest cities and worst hit areas of Madrid, Barcelona and Valencia are still exempt. This hotel in the capital was granted special permission to reopen today.
Health and safety measures are being taken, both for the employees and for the guests who come to the hotel, to ensure that everything will go smoothly. From when they enter, at the check-in area, there is safety distance, masks, disinfectant gel for both employees and customers, and there are some security screens to avoid any contact with the virus.
In the French capital, Paris, the roads were busier this morning, public transport too.
For safety reasons, I see that everybody is following the rules and wearing masks. It's really good. It's good to also wash your hands.
People no longer have to fill in forms to leave the house, are allowed to travel up to 100 kilometres, and parks and forests are open. People can also gather in groups of 10, but official government advice bans hugging, handshakes and kissing. France has been split into so-called green and red zones to mark out where COVID-19 is most contagious, where easing measures will be slower.
Bonjour.
There's a notable difference here in Brussels today and across Belgian cities because all shops, retail stores and businesses are reopening again, and people are getting used to the new social distancing rules in place for high street shopping. The lockdown measures have also been relaxed across Germany in the last few days, with shops, hotels and restaurants reopening. But there's a question over whether it's been too much, too fast, after the reproduction rate increased in the past 2 days to above the critical value of 1. The Chancellor, Angela Merkel, will meet with her cabinet later today. Gavin Lee, BBC News, Belgium.